Go download my free Legato course right now and learn to play fast in the fastest way possible. Hey, why do you watch YouTube videos? Why do you buy guitar courses? Why do you have a teacher? Why do you do all these things? What's the main point? What's the main idea in watching YouTube after YouTube video and buying a course or going to a teacher? What is all that? Well, most people will say, well, it's to get the information I need in order for me to play this instrument, in order to become better, right? I go to a teacher, he tells me what to do, and he kind of, marks out a path for me that I can walk without really knowing what's going on, which is pretty cool. So I don't need to have been there. He just tells me what to do. And, I watch YouTube videos because then I get extra tips and tricks, and that's the surface level of what all of this does. But that's not really the reason, because you're taking in way more information than you really need. Isn't it true? In just half an hour, any book, any course can give you more material than you can learn in, say, half a year, right? And really master. Isn't that true? Right, in 10 minutes, I could give you a couple of exercises that will take you 6 months to really master. So what's the point? Why are you watching this video? For inspiration. That's it. And that's what we really crave, right? So we want to practice, right? We need to engage the frontal lobes in the game. Need to create new images in our heads and be inspired by new things we see and listen to. So we go, oh, that's cool. Oh, I want to do that, right? That's why we do it. Just, we surround ourselves with all of this cool stuff, so we're inspired to play guitar. But what is that really, being inspired? Is that some magical thing that just appears, just from watching other people? No, what really goes on here is that we look into stuff, and then we get the idea that will be incredibly cool to play, right? That's when we see a new thing happening. Or we see an insight in one of these videos on this channel on YouTube. We get an insight about how to practice more effectively or how to do something in a different way that we thought was way more difficult, right? And then when we get that insight, when we get that little strategy, that little thing that can make us progress faster or do something that we didn't think we could do, then suddenly we can see ourselves in the future doing what it is that we want to do. And that's inspiration. Right? The same thing goes for the fitness industry. I have a very important point here, so stick with me. The same thing goes for the fitness industry, right? How hard is it to live more healthily and to be in great shape? Give me 3 things you can do that right now. Go for a run, right? Go work out. Bam, right? Eat more healthfully, right? Eat more salad, more greens, less meat, less wine and sugar and all of that. Everybody knows that, right? Number 3, sleep more or drink more water. It's easy. But we got thousands and hundreds of thousands of words in books and audio programs, and it's just pouring out like a fire hose just onto the internet every single day, right? With new information that we apparently don't need. But we do need it. But because we need to bombard ourselves with inspiration all the time. What is inspiration? It's new ideas to how you can do something more effectively, solve a problem that you have, a new challenge. And when that keeps coming, then your frontal lobes, the abstract part of the brain, gets new ideas, sees new things happening in the not so distant future. Stuff we can have. I can lose weight, I can get better at guitar, whatever it is, right? And it's those insights, those strategies, those whatever it is that we pick up that inspires us. Can be listening to a new song, can be watching a concert DVD. So how is it that when we practice that is not our main focus? Why is that not part of our recipe, to be inspired all the time? Why isn't that the first thing that the teacher says when he sends us home from our first guitar lesson? Oh, remember that it starts here in the frontal lobes. Why you got such a big forehead, right? Compared to any other animals that might look a little bit like us, It's because you got these huge frontal lobes here that has the unique ability on this planet to have abstract thought, to imagine things, to think, to analyze, to ponder and get new ideas. And if that is fed every single day, then I promise you that will trickle down to the other parts of the brain that produces emotion. And emotion is the most powerful thing, right? That excitement and inspiration and passion, right? But it starts with inspiration. So when you look at YouTube videos, when you look at courses and such, don't go, oh, why bother? Why look at these videos again? Or why buy another course? I haven't even practiced what was in the first course, or I haven't even practiced the 2 YouTube ideas I got yesterday. Just stick with your focus, Spend at least 50% of your time on just one thing you're practicing like a maniac, repetitively, obsessively, right? Just going on and on and on, and then you spend the other 50% of your time, trying out different stuff as you are watching YouTube videos, right? Or programs and courses and whatever it is that you're exposing yourself to. And then go back to your focus area, your 50% or 75% for that matter. But keep being inspired anew every single day. It is such an important key thing. And if you knew this already and sensed it already and had been doing it already, then redouble your efforts. Say, how can I make sure that I'm getting even more inspiration in? What do I need to do in the morning? Maybe I need to watch something else than the news, right? Maybe I need to watch my favorite artist on stage on a DVD, who uses DVDs anymore, right? But whatever, right? Maybe I need to, subscribe to that guitar magazine that I thought was, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of money. Maybe it's not a waste of money, right? Maybe you need to release yourself if you can afford it and buy some more courses. You might go buy our new course which contains really cool riffs and licks. Go check it out on guitarmastery.net. Just a suggestion, right? What can you do to become even more inspired on a regular basis? Because if you do nothing else but that, I can promise you that the emotions of wanting to practice, wanting to try out new things, redoubling your efforts, those come automatically, right? Everything is a circle of stuff that works together like an engine. And if you miss this one point, you will fail miserably. So, just give it a thought. Just for 1 minute right now, think, what can I do? And then put it into action. So the next couple of months will be even more inspired with even more energy for practicing and more time put in. See you in the next video.